So, when asked the question about what's good in my life, the obvious come to mind. I'm lucky enough to have a family with both of my parents living together. I have a sister, I have two dogs, I have a house, I have food, water, all the basic necessities I could possibly need, which are great. But I wanted to dig deeper into this question, not deeper, but more like away from the ordinary answers. So, the first thing I thought of when I thought of what's good in my life is we are in a time where things are not normal for many people. We're living with a virus that we're required to wear masks when we go outside, and a lot of people aren't able to live their normal daily lives. So, I'm lucky enough to be able to actually go to school. I know in different parts of the country, people cannot are not able to actually go to school. And this is my senior year. So I'm very lucky to be able to go to school, see my friends, learn in a classroom, which is a lot easier than having to do it through a computer screen or virtually or however they may be doing it. But yes, there are differences, like we are having to wear masks, desks are 6 feet apart. There are the possible chances of getting exposed and having to quarantine for a few weeks, which I've had to do a couple times, which isn't very fun, but I am still able to actually go to school, which is a thing a lot of people are not allowed to do at the moment. So, while it is my senior year, I am not being able to experience normal senior things. Like, I most likely will not have a prom and I will not have a normal graduation, but I am lucky enough to be able to have the opportunity to go to school and have an actual graduation and see my friends and learn in a classroom, which is not the case for a lot of people and is a lot harder. Another good thing in my life is it is spring, and as a senior, I have applied to college. So, a lot of college acceptances have been coming out recently. I was lucky enough to actually be accepted to four colleges, which is a big deal for me as college is a big part of my future, as college is a basic standpoint for my education for what I want to do. I want to be a pharmacist, by the way. So, I am lucky enough to actually get into school, and I know that is a very stressful process for a lot of people. It was very stressful for me. Testing wise, applying wise, wondering if you did it right. Like, I was very stressed about, oh, did I get this in on time? Did I fill this out right? Like, I was so scared. But I was lucky enough to actually get accepted, and schools will be offering me money and scholarships to go there, which is also a great relief. It's not as much money for me to spend to have to go to these schools, which is a relief on my parents. I don't want to have to spend so much money from them because the last thing I want to do is be a burden. Another really good thing in my life at the moment is I have a job. I am able to work at Publix. I've been working there for almost a year now. I did get hired at the beginning of COVID, so that was maybe not the best time to start working, but I have stuck through it. I started out as a bagger and then I was trained as a cashier. But what's really great about my job right now is I have been trained to work in the pharmacy now. And that is really good for me getting my feet in the door with the pharmacy, as that is what I want to do with the rest of my life. So, recently they trained me, and I was being working still up front and in the pharmacy and learning just the ropes and what they do over there and how I would fit in. And this past few weeks, I have actually been fully transferred into the pharmacy. I am now a pharmacy technician, so I am able to fill prescriptions, learn about the medications, talk to patients, help them out. And it's really good for me to start learning about the job and everything I would be responsible for later on in my life, which I'm really excited about. I know these are not like normal topics when someone asks you what's good in your life. I know these aren't like normal answers, but that's what I wanted to do with this assignment, and what the basic of the assignment was to think more outside of the box, not give the basic normal answers of, oh, I'm lucky enough to have a house, a family, food. While those are all great things to have in your life, I wanted to look at maybe what would be more outside of the box. So I'm really lucky to be able to go to school in a time like this and not have to learn solely through a computer. Yes, I still have some college classes online, but I am lucky enough to be able to have my senior year at school. And then I am lucky enough to be accepted to college, as that is a huge part of my future and something I'm really excited to do, something I'm scared to do because it is all very new, but I am lucky enough to have the opportunity. And third, I am very lucky to be able to have a job in the field that I want to do for the rest of my life, and hopefully get to learn more and make sure this is something I am committed to and understanding. But yeah, so thank you for listening. Hope everything is good in your life too.